Britain's Formula Ford Festival celebrated its 40th anniversary at Brands Hatch in beautiful fall sunshine, and once again American drivers from the Team USA scholarship scheme were in the middle of the action. Back 40 years ago at the inaugural event, two American drivers, David Loring and Danny Sullivan, battled for the honours, and although both led, ultimately they came home 4th and 5th. Sullivan went on to Formula One fame and won the Indy 500. Loring raced successfully in sports cars. The Team USA scholarship scheme was introduced in 1990, and young American drivers have benefited from it ever since. The scheme's founder and driving force is Jeremy Shaw, and he told us more.
Most of the kids that have come through the programme have gone on to have professional careers in motor racing, and that's really what we're aiming at. And funnily enough, most of those professional drivers now contribute to help these youngsters come over here as well. That's immensely satisfying for me.
This year, the scheme is supporting 3 drivers, as it did in 1999 and 2002. Shaw filled in the details.
And it's always part of the ladder system. I've always tried to make it a ladder of opportunity. It all comes down to funding in the end, but there is precedent for bringing drivers back here a second or even third time. Well, Jimmy Vasser was the first winner of the scholarship in 1990, all the way long ago. You know, the kids we've brought over here for the last few years weren't even born when we first came here with Jimmy Vasser.
Youngest of the trio is Trent Heineman, a mature 16-year-old from Wayside, New Jersey, racing outside America for the first time.
You know, racing in the UK is definitely a great learning experience for me. You know, I've always wanted to race in Europe, so having the chance to do so with the Team USA scholarship is really a great opportunity. And you know, I'm definitely going to learn a lot on track and off track too. So, you know, I'm just really excited to be out here.
Trent's teammate in the Cliff Dempsey Racing Ray Formula Ford in the Kent engine division of the festival is Neil Alberico. The 19-year-old Californian is no stranger to Britain. He's been racing in the UK all season in Formula Ford, but in the more powerful Duratec division. He told us about his season and his hopes for the weekend.
It's been a really good season. It's my first year in proper running with a team and running for a full season, so it's been really good. Our best finish was here actually on the Brands Hatch circuit, on the Grand Prix circuit in the wet. So I like the track likes me, and hopefully we can come out with a good result.
Completing the trio and returning to the festival as a scholarship winner for a second year is 18-year-old Orlando, Florida-based Spencer Piggott. This year, Piggott drives in the Duratec division. He's had a very successful year in America.
Well, you know, it's great to be over here. It's you know, fantastic to be a member of the scholarship again this year, and you know, it's a lot different than what I've been driven back in the States, so it's a lot of getting used to, but you know, I'm having a blast so far.
Over 2 days of racing, both divisions build up to the all-important finals through a series of qualifying races. On Saturday, both Alberico and Heineman took the checkered flag, showing they had quickly mastered the tricky 1.3-mile swooping IndyCar circuit. Alberico came under pressure, first from Ireland's experienced Ivan McCulloch, and then from the Canadian Xavier Coupal. The start was nerve-wracking for Heineman. It was his first grid rather than rolling start, but you couldn't tell, and he powered into an immediate lead. He had to endure a safety car period, but was soon pulling away from the rest of the field and to an excellent win. On Sunday, Neil Alberico made it 2 wins out of 2 when he dominated his semi-final and was certainly looking on course to repeat Joseph Newgarden's success in the festival back in 2008. But Trent's challenge faltered in the semi-final when he collided with last year's winner, Irishman Neville Smith, while fighting for the lead, and he was unable to progress to the final. In the final, there was more action up at Druids Bend. Chasing after Ivan McCulloch, Neil clashed with the Canadian Coupal, and while the Canadian finished up in the gravel trap, the Alberico challenge was blunted, and he came home in 3rd place. Meanwhile, in the Duratec category, Spencer Piggott endured a difficult weekend. The race chassis in this configuration proving no match for the well-sorted McGull cars, and British Formula Ford champion Scott Malvern took the win. Spencer finished 16th. But with 3 wins and a podium in the final, the Team USA scholarship scheme had once again proved its worth. For Pit Lane Productions from Brands Hatch, I'm Andrew Marriott.